You're recording. You're recording now.
We'd like to thank our professor for taking part in the preceding interviews. They're very kind and gracious. We would like to invite you now to take part in the uncut, uncensored, unedited reel. That's retarded.
Do it again.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
But I don't know what's better, him talking or Drew not looking at, Drew staring at him.
You just letting it roll right
it's
now?
It's rolling, yeah.
Okay. We'd like to thank our professors for taking part in the preceding interviews. We'd now like to invite you to take part in the uncut, unedited reel. You want to get some dinner? Yeah. Let's go. Hey Mike, you coming with us?
Yeah.
All right.
This is the worst aspect of teaching the subject, if there is one.
Well, the worst is it's also reproductive physiology and everything, and so things can get a little tense. I remember my first year when I was teaching about menopause, and I said, well, women will get this, and I just kind of treated it just as kind of a just generic, it's true, all women will go through menopause, but I was kind of little not so PC on the first time I was teaching about it, so it can be a little touchy because of the subject matter too.
Gotcha.
Thanks.
What would you say is the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you while you've been teaching?
No, I never had anything, really embarrassing. Never dropped my pants. Never said, anything which was foul. You shouldn't forget that I have 35, almost 40 years of Well, I would say I was a TA when I was in med school. I was a TA in phys, so I did plenty of teaching even as a medical student. So I would say 40 years of teaching experience. You learn what to do and what not to do.
What is the most trouble you got in as a child?
As a child, my childhood was wonderful. But in school I was not a good kid, quite naughty. And I didn't get into trouble.
So,
it is beneficial.
With respect to your childhood, tell me a little bit about what your childhood was like.
Childhood, well, I grew up in northern Quebec, like I said, so a lot of my childhood summer months were spent out fishing and out in the cabin and hunting in the fall and so on. That was pretty well that.
And you played hockey?
Oh yes, I played hockey, of course. I played hockey. I started playing hockey at the age of about 6 or 7, and I made it all the way up to the junior league. I played one season in the junior league, and after that I just said, that's enough.
Do they bully you a lot in junior league?
Well, yeah, I was only 130 pounds at the time. I'm not much heavier today, but I was skating with guys that were in the 6'2", 6'3" range, weighing 200, 220 pounds. So I was obviously crunched many times, both right in the middle of the ice and along the boards. So,
did you ever get to take it back on them at all?
No, just not big enough, not strong enough. Didn't want to go there.
If you had something to say to him today, what would you say to him?
I'd probably say let's get back on the ice and play some more hockey and see what happens. I've kept pretty well in shape after playing hockey. I was involved in cross country and high school track and field and college indoor track and cross country. So, and after that, I just kept staying busy. So I think I'm in pretty good shape. Yeah.
And then, as perhaps a skill or talent most people don't know about.
I slice meat well.
Deli meat?
Oh, I'm real good at slicing meat. I'm always the one that's asked to slice the turkey at Christmas at any family reunions or whatever.
So good with knives, or is it just...
That's what I do.
Have you cleared this with my agent?
Who's your agent?
I got the same agent Brad Pitt has, so... Actually, I got him his agent. He's lucky. Far away.
So go ahead and tell us your name and where you're from and what classes you teach.
My name, where I'm from. Where did you get this?
We're just
Haven't you guys watched like Inside the Actor's Studio? What's the matter with you? Where did you get? Let me see these questions. Give me these questions.
they're just simple questions.
Drug abuse in America? I'm not a drug abuser. Name and class taught. My name is Dr. Grow. I teach neuroscience, and I teach it like a Vulcan. Thank you. You better erase that last part. The greatest thing about teaching this subject, I can teach it. The worst, no comment. How would you describe the students at MWU, individually or as a whole? They're my favorite students in the whole world. An ideal class, where did you get these questions? An ideal class would contain what type of student? Those who come to class. That would be a good start. Describe a problem student and traits. Well, you two for dragging me into this to begin with. Most rewarding experience, that's not English, with a student. I'll skip that one. Most embarrassing moment while teaching. Most embarrassing moment while teaching.
Can I have my question?
No. Let's see. Where are you from? What was your childhood like? Your best memory? Did you ever bully? No, I was bullied. Do you have any siblings? No. What's the most trouble you got in as a child? I ditched school for 2 weeks when I was in the 3rd grade.
In the 3rd grade? For 2 weeks?
I got into some small trouble for that.
What were you doing skipping school for 2 weeks?
I got tired of going. Sort of like you guys in neuro. So